Hello. Happy Monday. I'm starting to see some blue sky out there. It seems like it's been a while since I've seen some blue sky, and it certainly does help, doesn't it, to see that beautiful blue out there. Have the sun come shining through. Almost into March, and then we'll have spring. Anyway, I'm coming on here today because I want to give a message. Of course, I never know what the message is going to be. I just let Spirit guide the way. But, seems like there's been a lot of negative messages out there that I hear. And quite frankly, it's frightening. And so what I like to do is just try and bring a little bit of positive to the negative that I hear. When I say negative, I don't necessarily mean that people are being negative. It's just that people are talking about a lot of rough roads ahead for us. And I just want to see what Spirit has to say to me. Because on my channel, I always like to try and bring the positive hope to us. So let's see what Spirit has to say today. I'm going to start off with the energy cards. See what kind of energy is flowing around. Message of hope and positivity. We're back to strategy. Spirit wants to talk about strategy. What kind of strategies we're going to come up with to help us stay hopeful and positive for our future. Let's see where this goes. What kind of strategy do we need to use in our lives to help bring about hope and positivity in these times? Well, we have Michael the Archangel here. The first chakra, root chakra. The root chakra where we are grounded into the earth, grounded, that we can ground ourselves, that sometimes when we hear frightening things out there, that we can get lost and locked up in fear. And when we get to that place where we start feeling fearful, that we need to root ourselves, ground ourselves to the earth. And this is Michael the Archangel, who's always there to help us, to help fight for us, and never lose hope. Adjacent possibilities. Adjacent possibilities. There are all kinds of possibilities out there. There are all kinds of roads that we can take. There are all kinds of doors that we can open. And just because somebody says something negative out there doesn't mean that it's going to happen. That there are adjacent possibilities, all kinds of doors open to us. That we don't need to go down the rabbit hole of fear. And we need to have our door to Spirit open and to believe for the best possible outcomes. And we have a choice in that. There's all kinds of doors there. We can go choose any one of those doors. And if you choose to go down the rabbit hole of fear, then you can choose that. And if you choose to believe in the positive and the good of all and for all, we can choose that also. And then of course there is a middle road there too, middle door, where you can just be right in the middle of both. What is the word I'm looking for? Neutral. You can be neutral. I'm going to pick a chakra card now. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to pick a tarot card. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. He looks pretty relaxed. It's not like he's walking around with the weight of the world upon his shoulders. In fact, he's letting his cares and woes go. They're falling off of his shoulders, falling behind him as he's walking along, relaxed. He's not even on his horse. He's enjoying his feet upon the ground where he's grounding as he's walking, not putting any burdens on his horse or himself. He's just enjoying life's moment at this moment, not thinking of the future, not thinking of the past, but just being here now. Temperance. We walk a fine line. Like I had said earlier, that there are doors, all kinds of doors open. You can go down the door of negativity and fear. You can open the door to hope and positivity. Or we can be right in the middle. We can find a balance. The sun's coming out. It looks so beautiful out there. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wonderful card. Happy family. Happy community. Coming together. Joy. So, I think our strategy as we walk forward is to know that we have choices in life, that we can pick any door that we want to pick. We can get bogged down in the fear and anxiety, or we can look at hope to the future that we walk a fine line between both, that we need to find balance, let things roll off our back. And if we do that, and we keep ourselves in that space, and we have that nice fine balance, that this is what we achieve here. The happy family, the happy community. Okay, now I will pick a chakra card. Determination. Determination. It may be hard work to find that happy balance. But if we are determined and we keep our eye on the prize and we look to Spirit to help guide us, to help us combat our fears, and to remain positive and look to the future, that we can make it. If we have determination. And that chakra there is the solar plexus, right here in our gut feelings. What is your gut telling you? What is your gut telling you? Even though we have been on a very bumpy road for quite a while now, and it's quite frankly exhausting. My gut, even though all the things I hear that tend to bring up some fear in my life, my gut tells me and has always told me all along that it will be all right, that it's going to be all right, that we have Spirit there, and we have help from Spirit, that we need to let things roll off our back and not take it so seriously all the time, that just because people say things doesn't mean it's going to be true, doesn't mean that we have to worry and be in fear. There is a fine balance, though. There is a very fine balance. But keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Now for a card from the Metatron deck. Quite frankly, I personally do feel at peace. And every time I talk with family or friends and they bring up things that worry them, I just say, it's going to be fine. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. We just need to be there for each other. Help each other out as much as we can. Silver, warrior of light. Kind of reminds me of this card here, Archangel Michael. Warrior of light. So, this is what I'm going to say about this card. Whatever is going on around us, we need to be the warriors of light. We need to let our light shine in every situation, not let fear get a hold of us, but let our light shine and be a warrior of light to help hold the collective. Speak our truths. Be a warrior of light. All right, now for a stone. Sometimes when things look so frightening and you hear all that negative stuff out there, it's really hard to remember to keep your light burning and to walk in the positive and to spread the light. We don't want to get bogged down in the dark. We don't want to let the dark take hold of us or to win, because we are at a time in our world right now, in our society, where there is truly a battle going on between dark and light. And I know what I want. I want the light. I want the light to be able to win. So I choose to be a warrior of light. Some people may wonder why I do my cards like this. And this is what Spirit told me to do my cards like this, because then I feel like when a card pops up and flies out, that is actually Spirit giving its message. I feel like sometimes if I shuffle the cards and I just pull them, then I'm never quite sure. This is just me. I'm never quite sure if it's me or if it's Spirit. So I just don't do it that way. I do it this way. Sometimes it takes a while for a card to decide to pop out. Sometimes they don't pop out. And then I have to say, well, that didn't want to give us a message today. Which the stones are seeing, oh, spoke too soon. Here we go. Let's see what it's going to be. Teacher. Shock tonight. Teacher. Well, that looks like our earth there, doesn't it? That's a very beautiful card. Teacher. The earth is our teacher. Spirit is our teacher. We can be each other's teachers. Teacher. All right. I'm going to pick an affirmation, and I haven't used this deck for a while. It's Power Thought cards from Louise A. And we'll see what affirmation we have today to help us on our journey. this card here, teacher, has come out today. What do I want to say here? I just had the thought in my mind. That this time we are going through right now, with all the negativity, all the challenges, and some positivity, that maybe this is a time of the great teaching, that we are all being taught a huge lesson, a lesson for the collective. And it may be hard to get there. And it's lessons that we have to go through in order to get to where we need to be as a society and a collective. That we're being taught right now. And some people aren't getting the lesson. Some people aren't learning. But we need to keep shining our light to help them get to that place. Not to dismiss them, but to shine our light and help them to get there too. Okay. I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. Or maybe one of the number one things that we all need to do is to forgive ourselves. And maybe we don't even know what we need to forgive ourselves for, but to just forgive ourselves. And if we forgive ourselves, we can forgive others. If we forgive ourselves, we can love ourselves, and we can love others. So, we need to come up with new strategies. There are all kinds of possibilities out there, all kinds of doors. You can choose the door you want to open. You can also choose the doors you want to close. We have help from above, from Michael the Archangel, and the other ascended masters and spirits and angels and spirit above also. We need to let things roll off our back, not carry the burdens of the world on our shoulders, but to let things roll off our back, to walk upon this earth, be grounded, find a happy balance. If we can do those things, we can find true happiness with our family. And I'm just not talking about our physical family, but our spiritual family, and our family as a collective, as a whole, the human race family, because we all are all connected. If we all go back far enough, we all have the same DNA. If we go back far enough, we find we probably are all related. We are all family. So let's have that determination to walk forward and to shine our light and be the warrior of light, and to love ourselves and to forgive ourselves. And so that is the message I have come up with today. I hope it resonates with you. I hope it brings you hope and positivity. And anyway, make it a good day. Thank you.